Out in the woods where the tall tales grow, Matt and Tim Dills on a faith-filled show. Casting lines in the water, prayers in the air, hunting dreams in the pines, Bigfoot's out there. Boots in the mud, got a Bible in hand, family roots stronger than the trees that stand. Gone fishing, gone hunting out in the wild, faith like a mountain, hearts like a child. Reeling in the truth, letting tall tales flow. It's a family affair on the Dills Show.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Dills Outdoors. So today I'm gonna be going out and setting up my spots for the season and making mock scrapes. It's currently mid-April, or not mid-April, good Lord, mid-August. So it was kind of getting down to the wire on making mock scrapes. I just recently learned this year that you don't want to set them out too early. Well, I was guilty of doing mock scrapes in like October. So apparently I was doing wrong there. So I'm trying to get on the ball this year and get ahead of the curve. So I've got a blind I'm going to be putting out. I've got a trail cam I'm going to be putting out. I've got 2 areas I'm going to try to make a mock scrape at, and I'm also going to go see if I can figure out a good place to put my tree stand. And if you've watched my other videos where I killed the 8-point, I'm going back in that same general area because I've killed both the 8-point and a spike out of there. So I know there's deer back there. So yeah, I'm gonna check out the field on the way in because it's where we dove hunt. And dove season should be opening in 2 or 3 weeks. So a lot to do. Let's get on it and come on with me. Something else I wanted to mention. We are now part of Cervicide, CERVICIDE, and we have been added to their pro staff, and we're eternally grateful for that. And they will be helping me to create better videos, make better content, and hopefully give y'all a better viewing experience, I hope, in the coming months, that you will see an uptick in the quality of our videos. And I'm hoping that any kind of help will be applied the right way, and will again give y'all a better viewing experience, a better way to sit down and waste a few minutes watching my videos. For everybody that has stuck with me before this new journey, I thank you very much. And for everybody that's going to come in after, I appreciate y'all just as much. And so right there is where we dove hunt at, and as you can see, it's still really grown up, and they haven't come through and cut it yet. But hopefully here in the next few weeks they'll be coming by, cutting that down and getting it down to dirt, bringing the dove in, hopefully. Right, here's some good sign right here. See this track going down that road? That's good. That means we've got deer back here still. But this being public land, man, you never know. These crazy things. Spider. These crazy things being on public land, man, that might all end up getting killed out in a year. They might get overhunted and want to move. Can't ever tell. But we've had rain in the past couple days, and so hopefully that stuff, those tracks are still pretty fresh. So I still got a little ways to go till I get back to where I wanted to go, but if we're seeing them this early, you'd imagine, I could be wrong, but you'd imagine the deeper you go back in, the more likely you are to come across some more tracks. typically the deeper you go, the less people want to get back in there. There's a little fawn track. That's good too. That means does has been back here getting bred, which is what we want. Again, it's public land, so it's not like I can monitor it like I could if it was my own property. But seeing deer tracks, fawn tracks, always a good sign. I'm always happy to come across some good sign like that. And one of these days, I know I had a hen turkey on one of my trail cameras from back in the winter time. I'm hoping one of these days get started on some turkey up here. But so now we're about to take, we got a field that usually got corn in here. Gnats are insane. But now I'm going up this little cut. And it looks a little growed up, but it's a little growed up right here at the entrance, but once you get through here, it should be okay. There we go. Yeah, opens up real good. But yeah, this is, back in here's where I killed that 8-point back in December. So I'm hoping that another good buck has come in to take his place. And once I get up to where I'm gonna set everything out at, I'll kind of show you my plans for the season. And you can tell me, you can tell me down in the comments how wrong I am, and that's fine. But we'll just see what comes of it when the time comes. So as wicked and foreboding looking as it is, that right there's how I know I'm in the right place. Having a fallen in house is a very weird landmark to keep, but it works. And just up this road up here, up this little hill, is our field. And I'm gonna go up in here. I'm gonna take a look at the field. I might have to come back up in here. Everything up in here has been really growed up. So I might have to come up in here with a machete, weed eater, something. Yeah, there's a spider web right there. Machete, weed eater, something. Cut some of this down. It's awful high. It was high back in December, so imagine how much higher it'd be now. Because, yeah, see, look right behind me how grown up that is. But what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna set my blind down first. I'm gonna make a mock scrape and a little trail here in this field already, so that's good. There's where I'm gonna do my, hey, there's bones right here. It's interesting. Okay. I know for a fact there's coyotes back here because I had, and a bobcat, so I had them on my camera. Well, I had a coyote on my camera, and I actually saw the bobcat during season last year. So thinking maybe right here on the edge of this field, I got me a little saw. I'm gonna cut some of this stuff back. I'm gonna make me a mock scrape here, a licking branch. We'll see how it turns out. All right, so I got my rope set up here. I'm gonna go take a few steps back, give an idea of what it is gonna look like. There we go. You see it hanging right there, but not too conspicuous. But we're going to do that, and then I've got some pure whitetail. I've got some pre-orbital scent. We're going to spray that down, and then I'm going to go set up my blind. And I actually got some deer urine too, so I'm going to take it and kick the ground out a little bit and make an actual scrape. And right back here on one of the trees, I'm going to set a trail cam, that way I can watch this, and hopefully that camera will still stay kind of hidden so nobody messes with it. Not a perk, but just one of the things you got to deal with when hunting public. I'm gonna spray myself. I mean, I'm gonna soak this thing down if I can. I'm gonna try to get as much of this stuff on here as I can. So like I said, this is pre-orbital. So my hope is that the deer's gonna come through and gonna wanna sniff on it and try to get their scent. Now, I mean, buck, doe, whatever. I'll try to get it up in here and get it soaked up in these fibers really good. Here, do this. Where he got it pretty good. I'm just gonna take and pour. There we go. So I don't want to get as much of this stuff. Just stuff in there as I can. I heard something walking back in through there. So now we got that, we're just gonna take our boot, kick that around a little bit. Get that good and in the dirt. Expose that dirt real good and you can just smell that rope. There we go. Whole idea behind it is I'm trying to create with this mock scrape, I'm trying to create a good communal scrape so that they'll come in and want to leave their scent behind. This one is from Tinks. It's just what I had left over from last year, or a year or two ago. So I'm going to pour this whole thing out. It's a Power Scrape Maker, or Scrape Starter, excuse me. That's that. So now between those two, hopefully we'll get the scent where it needs to be. I'm going to take this camera. Always pick your trash up. Now, I'll take this camera, right here, put it on that tree, right me off. All right, so there we are. I know it's a little high, but because it's downhill, and because I'm trying to get stuff getting into this scrape right here, I wanted it angled a little bit. That should be okay. So I'll be off center just a touch. Let me go back, move that a tad. There. Let's see. There we go. I should do it. All right. So now we got that. Get out of here. Go back, grab my pop-up blind, and we're gonna go up into that corner, and that's gonna be the spot where me and my son are gonna hunt out of. And then I've got another spot, and I'm gonna take my. There it is. I got another spot. I'm gonna go with my tree stand. All right. So there we go. There's our blind. I'm gonna peg it down here in a minute, but get through here, come around, clear back there just a touch. Get in here. clear out some of this in here. Not a bad little setup, right? I think it's pretty good. So now I'm gonna do something very important. I'm gonna sit down, rest for a minute, because I have, a couple years ago, I almost suffered heat stroke coming out and doing something very similar to this. I was setting out cameras and don't want that to happen. So I brought some water. It's out my bag over there. So I've got water, and so this is something that happened to me back in turkey season. Back in turkey season, I got lost and was down where there's no cell service. So something I did, I have Life 360 on my phone. I hopped on Life 360 and I hit the SOS, because the other problem was when I finally did make my way out and got to my truck had a flat tire. So because of that, I feel it very good information and very useful. I know some people don't like their phones being tracked, and I get that, but Life 360, I would venture to say, saved my life, because I was able to get people out there to my truck and get me picked up and help me go get a new tire and all that other stuff, because I didn't have a spare. So if you're going hunting, scouting, fishing, whatever, tell people where you're at. Always bring water. Don't get in such a rush that you end up putting yourself in a compromising position. Especially, you know, like right now it's mid-August, so it's hot. But don't put yourself in a compromising position. And if you can, if you're comfortable with it, download something like Life 360 on your phone, just something where people can get a hold of you. And they're not sponsoring this or nothing like that. I just know what they've done for me and how much they helped me. And again, I feel like they saved my life. So do something to make sure that you're taking care of yourself, because you need to get home. You come out to the woods, you need to get back home. So something else I just thought of while I'm sitting in here. I had a couple of little bushes and stuff I had to cut out of here so we had a better spot to sit. But I'm gonna pray over this spot, because I know there was somebody that died down here, and so I'm gonna pray for safety and protection. So Heavenly Father, I'm coming for you today, praying for this location, and I'm putting this blind out for myself and my son to come and enjoy your creation. Lord, I pray that every time that we come out here, that you'll bless us with both fellowship, and that you'll bless us with a prosperous hunt, whether it be in the actual killing of an animal or whether it be learning more about you and your creation, God. And I pray that you'll just keep this, put your hand over this location for myself and my son, and all these things we pray in Jesus' name. Amen. All right, so we're set up, staked down. I did one extra thing. Took one of these cable locks, put it on that side, braced it to that tree. Reason being, excuse me, got hot, my nose is running. Reason being, I've had trail cameras stolen, hence why I've tried to hide that one really good. I don't want that blind stolen. It is public land after all. So I figure I've already got the tie downs, like right in there. I've already got the tie downs. So I figured that cable lock, putting that on the tree, ought to keep that blind in place. Sorry, I'm getting a little shaky. Whew. I have drunk water. All right, so that's that. Now I'm gonna go on the other side, over that way. There's a creek, goes right down through there. There's a creek over there. I'm gonna get up on the other side, go scout somewhere for myself, because last year, that's where my 8-point came from. I've killed 2 deer in this field, and both of them came from this side over here. Our first one was a spike, him and a doe come right through there, and he walked up and I killed him right next to that power pole. And then the 8-point, he came from down this way. So something's telling me the deer are hanging out over in there. They travel here, but if they're coming from over there, that means there's got to be a reason that they're coming from there to here. So I'm gonna get over there and see what I can see and try to set me up another mock scrape. So we'll see how that goes. All right, we got that. Let's see. Oh, I think it's hitting pretty good, all things considered. I mean, you pretty much have to come through this way on this side where there's not a road to see it, so ain't too bad. I think we'll do all right there. But now that we've got that, we'll make our way down across this little creek here and get back to where I tracked my buck down at. I know he come running through here when I shot him. Started off here, and then he run downhill. Here, there's the trail. So he come back down through here and got that creek up there. So I'm gonna go, and then it goes up to a ridge on the other side. So we're gonna make our way across this mound here, and there we go. Opens up real nice in here, good staging area. So we'll get down in here and keep my eyes out for snakes, especially the closer I get to the creek right here. Should have brought my thermocell. Early season thermocell, don't leave home without it. Or you'll end up getting eat up like I am right now. Gnats and skeeters. Okay. Yeah, so he came down in here and fell, and then he goes up on the other side of the creek. So there's a little low spot right there. I think that's where he come through at. There's a trail right here that I'm walking on. So good deer trails, we love them. Always love to see a good deer trail. And I'm gonna pause it real quick. Once I get to a spot to set up at, I'll kick back in and we'll do the next part. All right, so we got some Power Shot, pure whitetail with a power bag. And if you look, see that white right there? That's that old house when I walked in. I can get in the road right back over there. I'm gonna make one right here. And I'm gonna do these Power Shot beads in the bag. And I've got some fixation that I used a season or two ago. We'll see how that works out. Oh, take that back. I ain't gonna be able to use any fixation. It's empty. That's okay. I'm gonna take these right here, just pour them into that little mock scrape I made right here. There's already a few of them in there. We'll just take some of them and put them all right here. You can smell it, that's for sure. See, yeah, we're getting close to the bottom of the ball. We'll just pour the rest of them out here. There we go. Like I said, always pick up your trash. We got that little bag there. So now when I come back, I can take some deer urine and put it on that little rope. Should be good to go. Now we get to make our way out of here. Just like that, we're out. It's gonna take me a little bit to get used to coming to that one spot. Figuring out where I need to be at, but it'll be all right. Daggum frog about that big just jumped in front of me. But now hopefully, between the trail cams, the mock scrapes, all that other stuff, we'll be able to get some deer in here, get y'all some good videos, But also, my son, oldest one, Dayton, he's not killed a deer yet. And I would love nothing more than for him to get his first deer this year. So, especially since his great granddad passed away here a while back, and he bequeathed some of his rifles to Dayton. And so I'm hoping we can take one of his rifles and get Dayton his first deer with it, because I'd love for that kind of memory and legacy to be passed on. So we're getting back out almost to the fields now. I meant to catch this on video while I was setting up the blind. I heard doves hollering. So the doves is hollering. Hopefully that means that come dove season here in about 2-3 weeks, hopefully we'll have a decent season. Here lately, they've been coming by here, even though they planted it with millet and everything else. So I'm hoping that this time around we'll be able to get on some doves. But I'm back out on the main road now. It's just a straight shot, excuse me, back to my truck. And I will check in with y'all when I get there. Whew, made it back to the truck. Whew. As you can see, I needed to get out there and get my steps in for sure. But that'll be it for now. Hopefully, won't be too much longer. I can come bring my tree stand down here and set it up. Try to mark where I'm headed to. Try to do it on the day before hunting season. That way, I ain't trying to figure it out on my way in on the first day. But again, I appreciate every single one of you. Thank you to Cervicide for taking me on your pro staff. It means the world to me. It really does. For everybody that I think it's 56 last time I checked, for the original 56 subscribers, I appreciate y'all immensely from the bottom of my heart. And for everybody that comes in after, from the bottom of my heart, again, thank you so much. And again, I look forward to this new partnership with Cervicide, and I'm hoping for all of y'all that I can make y'all some good content and get you some good quality footage. And let's also hear and say a silent prayer for Dayton getting his first deer. But that's gonna be it for me for right now. Till next time, see ya.